This is a Cub Cadet 1996, and I think it's having starter issues, so I'm gonna let you know what it sounds like. When I turn the key, that's the starter turning but not cranking the flywheel. So I'm going to take the positive side of the battery cable off. Now that I've cleaned it up a little bit with the pressure washer, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect those two red wires on the bottom of the starter. Now I've got to get in here and take that bolt right there out, and then if I go down here a little bit, you can see another little bolt down here. Let's see if I can catch it here on the camera. It's right there, that little bolt right there. We'll go ahead and unplug these two wires just to get this harness here out of the way. If you go back in here, yeah, you'll see a screw, or not a screw, but a bolt. It's back here. Okay, and then there's another one up here at the top. So you can see it back in there. Let me see here. Yeah, right there it is. I gotta take both of those off. It's right behind this thing right here. So yeah, I gotta get behind there and get that bolt out also. So I'll see what has to be done to get those two bolts out. As you can see, I got the starter out. Right here is the issue. It's that little plastic gear right here. That's got to be replaced. Here's the bolt. It's either a 1/2 inch or 13 millimeter. I ended up cutting down a 13 millimeter socket, an old socket that I had, in order to get this back in there and get that bolt out. When I go to get the gear for the starter, I'm going to get different bolts. These aren't going back in. Okay, I got the starter back here. I've got the part for it right here. So what I'm going to do now is take this 4/32 punch and punch this pin right here out. If you can see it, I'll punch that out and swap gears. Okay, there's the pin. And we'll use that. We'll put it back together. Now just go ahead and slip this here off, like so. Put it aside. Take the gear off. And yeah, that gear has seen better days. Now when we put this gear back on, we'll put this flat part against the back, because in front here it's kind of tapered to catch the flywheel when it kicks in. Put it back on there and get the pin started back in. What I ended up having to do, since I couldn't really get the pin out with the punch, I had to put it in my vise, and I came up here and spun it around to where I could see the pin, and I took my punch and a bigger hammer and punched it out. And then I had to put this pin back in the exact same way. I had to leave it mounted into the vise, which made it a little bit more sturdy than it bounced around on the table. And once I did this, it came right out. Now that I got the starter back together, like I said earlier in the video, I'm not putting the same bolts back in it, but I'm putting these bolts here. That's an Allen head, so this is the next best thing. I put some anti-seize on the bolt. I'm going to take the starter. I'm going to go ahead and put the bolt in here, like so. That way it's already in there. This is a 6 millimeter Allen wrench that I have to use. I'll get this up there where I need it. I'll get down in here and start this one. It goes right there. As long as I can get this started, I should be able to get this top one started. There we go. I'll go ahead and get this one snugged down where I can deal with the top one. I'm going to have to use an Allen wrench, 6mm, with a little ball on the end of it. Leave it on there, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten down the bottom one. Now, take a small wrench right here and tighten up the top one. As tight as I should need to get it. Now I'll go ahead and put the cover here back on it. Take a Phillips screwdriver, and it's a lot easier to start this bottom screw in with a small Phillips screwdriver. If you have a longer shaft on the screwdriver, it'd probably be a little bit easier also. Now I'll go ahead and hook up the wiring. Now I'll go ahead and hook the battery up, start it up. Okay, let me stick the key in it and turn it over and see if it starts, or see if at least the motor turns over. Okay, this tractor's good to go. Subscribe, comment, give it a like. Thanks for watching.